So I was talking to B.H. Ringer today, and I said, hey, it's good to see you be first today on Zoom last night on June 1st, 2023. Thanks a lot there, B.H. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again real soon.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LK Productions.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into the Saturday night edition of Ken Stout Live and the Zoom Homies, or the Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout Live, otherwise known as I Am Groot, or Gruette, depending on how you say it. We have Sam in Zoom already, Jeff from Lost Wages, William Dawson, Josh Kinder, great guy, and I don't know if Garen's still with us or not. It's quite late over there, like 2 o'clock in the morning. So if he's here, cool. If not, I understand why. Hello, gentlemen, and Josh.
Where?
Hey.
So yes, there was a new opening. Yes, BH Ringer probably wasn't first last night, but I couldn't remember who was first, so I flipped a coin and it came up BH Ringer. Of course, it was a two-sided coin of BH Ringer. He was going to win no matter what, so I think that was a way to go. I honestly have no idea. I went back to look at chat, wouldn't show me. It actually did show me the first chat was BH Ringer, but that was well after other chat had been made, so I'll do better tonight.
Oh, here's Darren.
Yeah, that's Darren.
Muted.
Yeah. So tonight I know it's Tony Wallow. I'm going to write down his name so I can make sure I do it right for tomorrow. That's what I should have done last night. Or if I did, I don't remember where my note was at. Hello, Alex.
Hello. Are you happy tonight?
I didn't know I was unhappy last night.
I was just asking because according to you, I'm on time tonight.
Well, according to me, you're 3 minutes late, but I'm not keeping track of things like that. It started at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock.
Your intro must be 3 minutes long then.
I don't know. I've never timed it. Couldn't tell you. I have no idea. That sounds about right, though. Oh, I'm up to 274 subscribers now. Cool.
And Bobby has more problems.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that later as well. He says he was third. Greg Guy was fourth. You're moving up the ladder, Greg. Darren Gilliam says hi. Josh Kidder says number 5. One Fish says hi. Darren says hi. Hashtag. I'm not sure who hashtag is. Go down a little Doug humor here. But hello to hashtag. William Dawson says hello from Florida. Jeff Ryman says 75th or something. Are you trying to remember your age or what place you came in chat?
Well, that was supposed to be what place I came. I didn't want to count down. I'm too old.
Bobby Warren says, hey, Tony. Tony says, hi, Bobby. All right, so.
That's a pound sign, Ken, not a hashtag.
Well, it depends on your generation, Alex. You should be calling it a hashtag.
Well, I grew up around a lot of people y'all age, so don't blame that on me.
I can't put him in the waiting room for his smart aleck comment.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, in fact, I wanted to go check and see how that poll's going. Jim says it's been 4 minutes and we're already up to 4 on Alex. Not yet.
I never knew. I never knew back years ago that one symbol could have so many names. Pound sign, hashtag, number sign.
Go to
It's all
Korea,
the
they
same.
have one word for 5 different things. The word pal,
Yeah, well,
P-A-L, has 8 different meanings, and it's just all that depends on how it's used in the context of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Asian languages, very slight change in the tonality, not even the pronunciation, but the tone of a word can change the meaning completely.
Yeah. So I put a poll up earlier
Several
today.
Asian friends that
Yeah, well,
speak.
the thing I really enjoyed about being in Korea was the culture. You have 3 different languages amongst the language itself. You have the language of they speak to their elders in one verbiage, if you will. You speak to your peers in one verbiage, if you will, and you speak to the children in one verbiage, if you will. And it's all different. It's really cool. Except if you're a dumbass American from Indiana and you just speak the same across the board and you don't really figure all that out. Wouldn't know who that was or anything like that, but yeah.
I suspect if you spoke the child dialect to an elder, you could probably end up in deep doo-doo.
Yes, I will.
Socially.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but it's a good possibility. Yes, it is.
Is that because the child dialect is easiest of the 3?
No,
and so that's
the
only
language
one?
is still the same. It's just that it's the dialect, and it's like our slang is what you talk to your peers with, basically. And then when you talk, like we do the same thing with our kids, we just don't realize it. We talk down to our children.
Mm-hmm.
It's just natural. It's the same thing over there. Anyway, I put a poll up today. Should Putty Alex in the waiting room be part of the nightly live stream? After 9 votes, 78% say yes. 22% say no. I'm going to let it run.
22% is probably, I take a wild guess and say that it's Doug.
I don't know who votes. It doesn't tell me who votes. It just tells me I have a total of 9 votes.
Because he did verify with me earlier this afternoon that he was the one you made a deal with.
Did you take your Prevagen today?
Do what?
Did you take your Prevagen today?
What does that mean?
It's a memory pill. Did you take it today?
Shouldn't I be asking you that question?
No, because for the 18th time, I watched Doug's stream today. I know what went on Doug's stream today. You keep referring to it like I didn't see Doug's stream.
Well, because you weren't in the Zoom, and I never saw.
That doesn't mean I wasn't. I made probably.
And I didn't see you in the comments.
I made at least 5 comments in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go count them, but I know I made at least 5 comments.
Yep.
I believe my first comment, as a matter of fact, was when Greg asked me if I was planting tomatoes. I said, no, I'm not. Oh, and by the way, you might want to get my life story straight before you broadcast it to the world on Doug's stream. Now people are going to call me tomorrow and say, did you plant tomatoes yesterday? And I'm going to say, nope. Your source was inaccurate.
That's what you said you were going to do last night.
That's what I was told I was going to do last night by my wife. She's a woman.
You didn't listen to the whole stream last night, Alex.
Yeah.
That changed at some point.
I mean, we were...
It went from Niagara Falls to tomatoes.
That night stream changed 6 different things you were going to do last night.
Exactly. She's a woman. And when we don't get home till 7 o'clock in the morning, there's not going to be a whole lot of anything going on but sleeping.
And I think all within a half-hour periods.
Yeah, at least. So, anyway.
Well, I know what we're doing tomorrow. My dad's got to go preaching at And I've got to go
Go to
preaching
a different church.
at a church and at a different church, and then we're gonna come back and have take an ice cream for the nephew's birthday tomorrow.
That's what I'm having
That-
on Wednesday.
Oh,
After
Tony.
I get out of the wonderful doctor's office, I'm going to go treat myself to some ice cream. We have a new person in here. Let me go do some looking and research real quick. Hello, Jim.
Yeah, he's got a channel.
I'm looking. Been around for a couple days. I got to start Stream Deck up to show the email. Go see what I'm missing here.
By a couple of days, do you mean a couple of years?
What? English, please?
By a couple of days, do you mean a couple of years?
Okay, you know what? I'm going to start referring to everything in my language that I totally understand. I'm going to try to catch up to y'all's language, y'all being under 30. And then you're going to be totally confused. Like, what's the dumbass phrase? That was a minute ago. You all right? Take a deep breath.
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right.
I'm all right.
So explain the phrase to me. That happened. That was a minute ago. That's usually referring to years ago, is it not?
Yeah.
So which one of you two millennials, Alex or Josh, started this? Oh, that was a minute ago nonsense.
Me, I guess.
I think it's been around a lot longer than what you would have started it. Hey, it's Sean Gallagher, everybody. Hello.
Yay!
Uh-oh, he's
Well,
got no mic.
huh?
No, he's fine.
Oh, well, I messed up, Ken, and, Jim's really gonna laugh at this one. I got a triple one on the table.
Can you walk closer to the microphone? Usually it's the light, but in this case, the microphone, and repeat that. Let me spotlight you.
It's a Cooler Master power supply.
No,
Big
but
blue
look,
letter in there.
it's an SFX.
Yeah,
What does that mean?
small form factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it goes in his big desktop. It came with a bracket, but the cable's were long enough. So,
Well, he's got a lot of room to hide the power supply cables.
so I got sleeves for you, Ken. White sleeves for the cable.
All right.
Gone.
So that's what,
Yeah.
that's gonna have to work.
I mean, the power supply will work, right, in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to make sure that they would work on a Cooler Master before I ordered them. So,
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of money when you sell that off, Ken.
That power supply looks like it's one that can go in.
There's no reason a Stetson shouldn't work on the power supply because the pins for the motherboards are standardized.
I just wondered.
The motherboard end would be the same. There's a couple cases I've heard of where they might not be the same on the power supply end.
But I mean, it's going to fit in the slot, right? That was my
Yeah.
question. All right.
Yeah, it'll go in. No problem.
I see Wintermute joins us over on the Zoom chat. If you would like to join us on Zoom, I've got the email that you need to send me an email to, and we will discuss it from there. Bring that back if needed. Yeah, those are black. They look like cables. I'm going to go out on a limb
but
here.
they're not as long as ATX power supplies.
Right?
So this is too short. That's why I had to get the cable.
Oh,
Oh,
This one was not long enough.
did you
Because
know
it's
you were
smaller
getting a
form
small
factor.
form factor?
No,
No, he didn't.
didn't.
yeah, probably not. To be my guess.
Is-
So while Sean's doing
Pro-
some cable management, is he trying to join those together? Oh, he can join them together, can he? Or can he?
Yeah, they plug together. That's what the sleeves do. The Stetson sleeves.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't know that.
There we go. Now it's been long enough.
Okay, well, if
That's
it's
the
just the
one I need,
extension,
so.
if it's just the
These white
extension
ones I'm gonna get
sleeves,
into. I'm
they ought to
gonna
work
get
with
these
anybody's
for another
power
Yeah.
supply.
project.
You would think, sure. Sure.
I just
That's the
needed,
one end. Yeah, all they got to do is accept what goes in the motherboard in. So
I need
they
a
should work
favor
with
from a
anybody.
Zoom homie to send me a message on Facebook Messenger, please. My phone decided to go left today. And I'll explain how that happened in a minute. And I just want to see if I got the ringer back yet.
Now,
I
run
hope
the
I do.
messenger.
Yes,
All right.
please.
If I can remember in my old age how to do that.
Well, I asked my wife about an hour ago to send me a text message, and I'm still waiting on that. So,
Using Facebook Messenger, right?
yes, the Zoom homies will be fine.
Yep.
Let's just
Yeah,
bug them all.
alrighty.
So
Well-
I have a question. I got 100 feet for the outdoor one, but it is like so.
Oop,
Whoops.
wrong
Here
one.
we go.
That was me. Oh, I heard a
Just
ding.
that one.
I at least have volume back now. Good deal. That's
All
my
right.
fault, Sean. I hit the wrong button. I was trying to spotlight you. Hang on. That was all me. I didn't mean to do
Yeah,
it.
but the cable is not like not like this. It's like really, really thin. It's like as thin as a cable tie. I
What
don't
did you
even
get?
know if that's gonna work. I didn't even know they made outdoor cables that thin.
What cat is it? Cat 7? Like a Cat 6, Cat 7 outdoor rated cable?
It's a Cat 6.
Okay. They make the little thin cables.
Yeah.
Especially for if you run it through conduit or something. It's easier to take bends if you gotta take bends.
So my phone. Hello, Rick Blakes. He's over on the chat. Good to see you. I'm over at my mom's today, visiting my mom, and I had gotten a couple text messages from Alex, and I said I'm at my mom's. Never thought anything about it. Turned the phone off, put the phone in my pocket. I'm out playing with my sister's dogs, and the next thing I hear is, I see you're playing with the dogs. That's Alex Cheek. I start looking around. Where the hell's Alex at? Then he said something else, and I'm like, wait a minute. I take my phone out, I hold my phone up, and there's Alex's lovely smiling face on my phone. I never answered the phone. I really don't know how he did that.
Automatic answer.
No, I do not have automatic answer. I have to physically answer the phone. I have to physically go green or red or whatever it is.
Well, Alex should have never been let in Zoom tonight. If you turned your phone back on and called.
I can't prove that he did it. I'm just saying the phone was off in my pocket. Well, okay, so two things. One, he turned it back on and then he answered it for me, but I seriously doubt that he did. Now, he might be talented tech-wise, but he ain't that talented. In fact, let's put him to the test. Go ahead and do it now. I'll watch. We will all watch. Look at he's pushing the buttons already.
Can you highlight me one more time?
I'll try. I may end up putting you into the
Garbage can.
yeah, unfortunately. I don't know how I did that.
See, it comes with a bracket to fit a normal power supply thing.
All right. Let me see the other end of that. The backside.
What?
Oh yeah. You gotta plug all those in. Those are always fun.
I will be sending the rest of the cable in that box with the graphics card and all the parts.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
John.
Yeah.
Is that new computer?
What?
Is that new computer?
Yeah.
And here comes your part of the deal when you receive it. Don't lose the cables.
I've heard that somewhere else. Let me think.
You know, I was trying to look for, because Cooler Master makes ATX power supplies. I was actually trying to find some Cooler Master cables for a bigger one because they all fit the same thing. So I was trying to find some so I could buy actual Cooler Master cables, and they don't sell them separately. They only sell them with their power supply.
It's not true. All two Cooler Master power supplies use the exact same cable.
That's what I'm saying, William. That's what I just said. I just said I can't find them sold separately. I can only find them to come with the power supply.
I'm gonna I'm gonna replay the opening for those that might not have seen it. It will show up.
Didn't answer. I tried to call you, Ken, and you didn't answer. So it proves that you must have pocket answered me.
Considering I was playing catch and fetch, whatever it's called with the dog, no, I didn't pocket answer you. Now, it's possible that at the time you came in, it just brushed up against my leg just enough to answer the call. I honestly don't know. And I did look across the neighbor's yard to figure out, like, man, that guy sounds just like Alex Cheek.
Gremlins. They migrated to your phone now.
Story of my
You
life.
was afraid I had come to surprise you.
That would not be a surprise because we both know that's not going to happen. So you're looking at the new and improved and still work in progress on YouTube. Sam and I got together along with Jose like 4 o'clock this morning and worked on that a little bit. Thank you, Rick. I've got some plans for it. Once I got one done, well, I say once we got one done, you would think it would have been relatively simple. It wasn't. It took about 5. But however, once we disconnected, once Sam left and Jose left, I literally got the rest of them done in about 5 minutes because I understood the process of where to put the saucer, how to do it, and it went just that quick. So that was pretty good. Like I said, I do want to go in now and I want to have it literally raining Doug's and Alex's. May sneak a couple of guest appearances in there that people don't know about. I don't know yet. I have to give it some thought. Uh-oh, what is this nonsense? Oh, wait a minute.
You pushed the wrong button again.
Oh, you want to talk about pushing the wrong button? I'm trying to shorten the golf video down, and I figured out how to speed ramp, which is really cool, except for one thing. If you have a video with audio, guess what you cannot speed ramp?
The audio.
The audio, correct. And I worked about an hour and a half today on that. He actually left. I can't believe that. He's going to go get ice cream.
He sent a message saying he was going.
Yeah, he's going to go get ice cream. I'm having that Wednesday or Thursday after my doctor's appointment. I've already decided I can't do anything until then. Come Thursday around 3 o'clock.
I like the fact that you can't move the Zoom chat around.
Why can't you move the Zoom chat around?
The place where you message everybody, you can't move it around.
No, you click on the chat button and it pops up. You can move the box itself. Sure you can. I've got my Zoom chat meeting over on my monitor number 3 right now.
Yeah,
You can
I
move
moved
it.
it on the monitor too.
Yeah, you just have to grab it right next to where it says meeting chat at the top. Hold your left mouse button down,
Okay.
and then
I
you
got
can
it.
move it.
I got it.
Pretty simple to do, actually. Poor Doug. Robert says, poor Doug. And Tony says, really? Yeah, I've got some ideas for it. I'm actually poking fun at myself in the next one I've got coming up for tomorrow. Well, I'm trying to poke fun at myself. We'll see how well that goes. My intent is to poke fun at myself. Let's go with that. As of right now, my my intent, and oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. Did that seriously?
Ken?
Yes.
Oh, I'm surprised. So this Cooler Master came with a total of 8 plus 8 for a CPU. So if you wanted to overclock your board, it comes with the overclocking. But anyways, that's going to be in the board. A serial ATA is going to come in the box. Moloch, another graphics card, and the power cord. What we thought, what me, William, and Winnie said is just to hook up the CPU, the motherboard, and a serial ATA cable just in case you had a hard drive. That's all I'm going to hook up. So the rest of the cables will come in the box.
All right. Let me go
If
check
you
my
ever wanna
email
hook
real
up
quick.
something,
I don't know if I gotten one yet or not. My phone didn't make a message, didn't make a noise, so I have no idea. So, Josh, did Doug get your problem fixed today?
Nope. I went ahead. Alex told me to go ahead and back up the computer. I want to try and restore it back to last month and see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to restore it back to today and just leave it well enough alone.
Okay. So, did you do a backup today of its current state?
Yeah.
Did you restore it back to last week?
No, but I don't know how.
Oh. Well, that would make two of us. I don't know how to either.
Alex said he would help me on Zoom when we all got on here.
Oh, he did he? He
Yeah,
volunteered to do something without my permission. Well, you know what? The moratorium of him going in the waiting room probably might have just been lifted. Permanently.
Although that's kind of weird because when I connected to the computer, I heard it beeping non-stop like it was removing a USB flash drive and trying to put it back in. So, like I said in the email, I'm wondering if Windows was looking for the driver and just gave up and couldn't find it. But either way, I don't know what device it would be referring to, and I don't know what driver it would be referring to.
So you did okay, so you're researching this because you keep hearing that little disconnect noise, like something's disconnecting, but nothing's truly disconnecting. Am I understanding that correctly?
I heard that when I was connected to it last week.
Is that a yes, that's the issue, or no, that's not the issue? I'm lost.
Is everything working?
Yeah, everything's working, but
then why are you worried about this?
Something isn't happy in the device manager, and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Why? If everything's working.
So, again, I'm going to ask Josh.
On my machine, I've got a couple of exclamation point things in device manager, but everything works. So who cares?
Josh, so everyone I've seen once in a while has that beep, the mysterious USB unidentifiable device. And unless it's nothing working, don't leave it alone. You're better off.
So it makes every now and then it makes a noise like it's disconnecting a USB, right? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah.
And that's what led you to go look into the device manager, and that's where you saw the yellow triangle, right?
Right.
Okay. I've probably had that issue now for 2.5 months, and every time it looks up, I go, oh, mouse works, microphone works, camera works. I just ignore it. It's eventually you just get to the point where you're like, it's nothing, don't worry about it. When you start going and digging and looking for stuff, that's when problems start. And not just, I'm not saying necessarily for you, for me included. I'm going to go fix that, I will screw it up 15 ways to Sunday. If you know for sure you didn't unplug something, if you know, okay, for example, if I disconnect my phone, it makes the noise, right? So I know that it was my phone. I'll be sitting here doing something in DaVinci, and all of a sudden it'll go, and it'll pop up and say the USB, blah, 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 blah. I click off, I continue to march because I haven't disconnected anything. I know it's good. I got to put my phone back in because it was dead.
Dude, it's a pain.
So you're saying don't worry about it?
Basically, I don't worry about it. I can't tell you what to do. But yeah, let me catch up on chat. Firefighters from Maine, New Hampshire, Connecticut. Oh, wow.
It's a pain to put these damn things in. The little ties that keep all the cables together.
The cable cones.
Tendency, and it's a pain. And I still got to do some for the CPU and the whatever cable I have.
Yeah, I don't know how the rest of the homies feel, Josh, about it, but I personally, I'm basically tone deaf to it now. If I don't, like with the phone, when I unplug the phone, it makes a noise, and I know I have unplugged the phone. Any other time it does it, I look up at the camera, and I see my wonderful smiling face, so I know it's good. I look at the mixer, I see that I'm talking, I know it's good. That's the only two things that I've got basically plugged in. I can hear in the headphones, I know they're good. So I don't lose sleep over it, but that's just me. I think someone said earlier, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's like in my case, where the jack for the headphones plugs in, it's not the best connection in the world. So long as you don't hit the cables, you're fine. But sometimes when I'm plugging in an external drive and the USB ports that are next to that, I bump the cable, and the thing disconnects a second and then reconnects, and I get a message on the screen, and it makes a noise, but there's nothing wrong. It's just a nuisance. I have to live.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And just you're borrowing trouble when you go trying to fix something that ain't broke.
So Wintermute says, do you ever or have you ever tried headphones in the jack on the mini PC at Josh Kinder?
Nope.
Okay. Just wondering.
But I have that. I have whatever
right
it's asking for when I restore it. When I put this drive in it, I had all the drivers. Everything was happy when I put the new drive in. Something changed. And I don't know.
Updates as a simple answer.
Yep.
Things change.
Josh, I'm going to say this as nice as I can, but you are in the business of, I can't say the words I want to on YouTube, but you're in the business of effing computers up. I would just leave everything alone. If it breaks, then I would try to do it. But if it works, don't do it. Because you're in the business of messing a lot of computers up.
Yeah, now if something were to stop working, of course that's a different
story.
Yeah,
then fix it, but
sure.
No, don't just go mess around with things, because you'll mess it up, and then you'll have all of us to help you fix it. And we're not going to, because we told you if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Now this is on which computer again?
I think that little
my computer, the one my aunt gave me.
That little mini Amazon.
The mini PC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is that right?
The one he put the new drive in because the drive went bad?
Yeah.
All right. I'm up to speed now.
All right. All right.
The missing driver is audio related. Would test the headphone jack or forget about it if you don't have wired headphones or speakers. Ah, okay. So Wintermead's saying that the missing driver you're missing is audio related. and you should test the headphone jack. If you don't have headphones or wired speakers, then forget about it. And that makes sense. If let's
The
just
only,
say
the only speaker I have for this is this speaker.
Bluetooth,
Yeah,
and that's Bluetooth, right?
and
Yeah.
it works.
And it works.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I would say don't worry about your little device manager missing issue. But that's just me. So tomorrow I've been volunteered to do something. I'm going to discuss it with the homies after the stream. I'm pretty sure I can probably do it, but I need a little refresher course. I got to have somebody bump one of the gray matter, talk to the other one for me pretty quick. So I get that noise all the time. I'm looking in Device Manager. I don't have any triangles anywhere. So what does that tell you? It's Windows. It's just a fluke. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. Tomatoes. No, tomatoes are Monday now, I've been told.
So tomatoes.
Tomato, potato. I'll say it this way. When I actually have the plants in hand with my shovel, then I know I'm planting tomatoes. Largest fire southwest of me, still out of control. Wow. That's not good. That's from BH Ringer over in chat.
Flames over 300 feet. That's pretty big.
Where is that? Where is that located?
He's up in Nova Scotia.
Oh, wow.
That is...
Speaking of fires, there are now 3 major insurance companies that won't insure new homes in California.
Wow. That's got to put a
State
damper upon
Farm,
things.
Allstate, and Farmers. They're not kicking off existing
What
customers.
about what was that, Jim? Wi-Fi call or something?
What'd I miss?
You know, for a guy who has to wear the glasses that he wears, he catches stuff the rest of you don't. It's amazing.
Well, full disclosure, I was over in DaVinci messing around with something, so I wasn't watching Zoom or the stream. So, oh, he's got the old picture. Now, if I highlight you, will the picture of the card get bigger? Well, I damn near put you in the waiting room. What is wrong with me tonight?
Let me make call. Gigabit.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you were talking about buying that the other night, were you not?
Yes, I was. That came in. And the switch is here too.
Nice.
This has
You guys,
to go.
How
has
are
to
they
go
at
into
planting
the net.
tomatoes?
Hey, Ken,
Nothing?
I just started up my old desktop, went to Device Manager. And in one place it says unknown device. Now I look at properties. It says the drivers for this device are not installed. And you can quote update driver, but how in the hell is it going to find a driver if it's an unknown device? But everything works.
Right.
That's the same problem I'm having.
Then leave it alone. If everything's working, I'm not going to spend 50 hours trying to run down something on here that I haven't the foggiest notion what it's about. It doesn't even have the little triangle. It just says unknown device.
Right.
So
I'm surprised I don't have the same thing set in mine. I got adapters that go from M.2s to PCI slots and everything else made long after this board was made.
I'll be leave it alone, man.
Oh, Alex will be so disappointed, but he's watching the stream, so he'll come back in with something to say, I'm sure.
I mean, I don't really want to, but I'd like to try and solve it. But if you guys want me to leave it alone,
It's your computer. You can do with it what you want. But you kind of want to look at the history of things, and you do have a tendency to have good intentions and end up screwing up things. So you might want to take that.
If I have an unknown device that has no driver, how in the hell am I going to determine what it is? Device manager is showing you stuff either at the motherboard level or with things plugged into the motherboard.
I should dig out my old i3 system.
If something isn't working, then you can kind of say, okay, well,
What? Wait, I'm
I don't
sorry.
have any
What
sound or
system?
whatever. I can go look for a
I have an old i3 system.
Okay.
It's in the closet. 274. I thought maybe I might jump up to 275, but no. Working on that.
I'm at 170.
We went and visited some of her co-workers today that she works with at her new job. And I don't know how it got brought up, but somehow it was brought up. Oh, I know how it got brought up. Somebody goes, "What do you do?" I said, "I stream nightly, Ken Stout Live, blah, 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 blah." And for the next 2.5 hours, it was like Alice's restaurant. And the one lady says, "Oh, can you teach me how to do it?" I said, in my mind, probably not. But the words that came out of my mouth, well, sure, I'd love to teach you how to. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, and I do have 2 new subscribers from them, but I was thinking I might have picked up another one, kind of, sort of, but we'll see how that goes. So tomorrow, I don't go to the baseball game again tomorrow. I just give it up. I'm not supposed to see a baseball game this year, even though I really would like to.
I don't even like baseball unless they make it into the playoff.
I enjoy watching it. I enjoy going to a live sporting event, especially baseball. Minor league teams, they're usually much more fun to watch. They usually actually have a decent game. At least the ones I've been to have always been decent. All right. Okay.
Now, supposedly the A's are coming to Las Vegas, and one of the old casinos is going to be torn down, and the company's going to give them some free land. But now they're saying that because the old casino has to be torn down, they're not going to get it in there until at least 2026 now.
Wow. So was it the, let me think, it was the
well, Tropicana.
Tropicana, yeah, thank you. God, I couldn't think of it.
Well, I wasn't sure which one, to be honest. Yeah. But that's a lot of time to wait. It wouldn't surprise me if things don't change. Since they aren't paying for the land, and since I don't know that the state legislature has agreed for the state to kick in anything yet, might stimulate Oakland to make them a better deal.
Yeah, you always kind of have to look at it like that.
Well, I originally thought that this whole thing about coming to Vegas was just to prod Oakland into doing something.
Right.
And I still think if Oakland agreed to do something more, that it would end up that way.
Look how long it took the Raiders to get there.
Yeah.
It took that a while.
And to be honest about it, I don't care.
Yeah, I was not. I mean, I like
not
watching
that I hate
football.
the A's or anything. The A's used to be in Kansas City when I was a kid, growing up in Kansas.
BH Ringer says professional underwater basket weaving has exhilarating action.
Speaking of something to watch, I watched a little bit of the Women's College World Series today.
Oklahoma and what? Tennessee, I think, maybe?
Well, no, I was watching Washington and somebody else. It was
Okay.
later in the day.
So, Greg, are you asleep? I was. I watched Acts of Valor last night. You ever see it?
No, it doesn't sound familiar.
2012, I believe. It's a good movie. Really, really good movie about the Navy SEALs. And then I did come back to Zoom, as I said I would, and lo and behold, I was sitting here by myself, and I'm not going to mention anyone's name, but he runs a photography business, said something about, now you know how I feel. So, and
I
then,
saw the text come through when I got up to go to the bathroom, but
yeah. And then Sam jumped back in, and Jose did come back in too. We had a lot of fun editing out that little thing you saw earlier tonight. Where am I at here? Don't somebody say in Indiana. You know, it would be a big shock if I looked up and I saw Alex sitting in the driveway. That would be a big surprise. Especially since I was at my mom's house. That would be holy. That'd be a really big surprise. Okay, so now all of a sudden my email decided to go to Las Vegas. Okay, what I'm trying to I'm going to close this out. I'm going to refresh this. Boy, I've got such a headache that I don't know why I do, but I do. Only had one cup of coffee plus the one I'm having a little bit right now, and it's warmed up. Maybe it's just warmed up coffee. I am going to run something here so I don't give out any.
Okay, welcome tonight.
She's sound asleep in there on the couch. She's off tonight and tomorrow and Monday.
I shall return. I just remembered I need to go take this evening's pills.
Yeah, I took those earlier. I did remember to take my medicine tonight. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm looking for here. Who are you talking to, Sean?
Talking to myself.
Oh.
No, I gotta put the CPU cooler on. 99% alcohol.
I might have an unboxing video tomorrow.
What do you got coming in?
Another USB hub.
How many do you have now?
I have one for my computer and one for my computer at the group home. I need one more for my computer. Here.
How many do you want? Seriously, how many do you want? I can send you two USB 3s.
So do you have USB devices currently that you cannot connect to the computer, or what's the need for another
The only thing I can't connect to the computer is the Nintendo 64 controller.
And is that USB driven?
Yep.
Okay. Now you're talking about your computer, right?
Yeah, the AMD computer.
Sean. Yeah. Okay.
Josh, take your pick.
Well, let me spotlight you so he can see.
Which hand do you want?
Okay.
What are they?
They're 4-port USB 3 USB hubs.
What are they?
Maybe that might help you.
I already ordered one from Amazon. It will be here tomorrow.
You can send it back.
Yeah.
Amazon does have a return policy. Wintermute said, look at hardware IDS, device manager, right click problem device, properties, details tab, hardware IDS, Google the hardware ID, or look up vendor, VIN or VID. and device DEV or PID numbers. That's. Well, I sure hope I never have to do anything like that. That sounds fun. Not really.
I'm going down that road.
See, just like Carrie.
Let me spotlight it.
Just like Carrie. See? Just like Carrie.
Eventually, we're gonna run out of room on the desk.
Well, yeah, if you keep adding things that you may or may not need. So you can't unplug something to plug in your Nintendo thing.
I choose not to.
So it's a choice that you make not to. You could if you wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just out of curiosity, what could you unplug if you wanted to unplug something to plug it in? I'm just curious.
Probably be a thermal hard drive. Maybe.
Okay. I thought I heard someone say Jim left, didn't he? Yeah, Jim left.
left.
I thought I heard someone say somewhere, someone at some point in time that you should not keep an external hard drive plugged in all the time. Or did I dream that?
No.
And if I dreamt it, it's fine. I mean,
Not the best thing for
I
him.
keep mine plugged in because I don't know how Doug has it set up, but it does a differential backup one Saturday, and then at the end of the month, it does a full backup. So I just leave it plugged in.
are you there most Saturdays now?
Yeah.
So could you not plug it in before you go to bed, maybe? Instead of
I
leaving
don't
it? I'm
want
just ideas.
I don't want to take that chance of me not being here.
Oh, okay.
So Carrie doesn't do this, but this is what I do when I get thermal paste all over my hand.
Thought there for a minute you were going to take a big old swig of it. You know that's not drinking alcohol, right?
Yeah, but it gets
All
thermal paste on it.
Wintermute said Doug did it today with Ran Israel's help. Yeah, I've got Doug's stream paused. Like I said, I got instructed we were going somewhere, so I paused the video. I will watch the rest of it in a little bit.
Well, we have used 190 proof cleaning alcohol on electronics before.
Let me take Sean off Spotlight. And we got someone joining from an iPhone.
iPhone 8.
I see that.
Really old.
It's functioning. My mic is broke. Well, that's not good to hear. Sorry to hear that. What about your camera? Does your camera work? Oh, Jim's coming back in on probably a virtual camera. I'm going to guess here on that. All right. I just ordered new one. So I'm guessing that the iPhone 8 is actually Junie B. The guy that asked for the Zoom credits. And he says yes. All right. So I'm confused. If you don't have a microphone and you don't have camera, the only difference between being on Zoom and watching on YouTube is you're actually on Zoom. How? I mean, and don't misunderstand and take that the wrong way. I clearly would like to get more people on Zoom. However, I'd like a little bit of participation where you can say, "Hi, my name is Groot," or better yet, go, "I am Groot," and then we're in good standing. Jim, you're all in the darkness there, my friend. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on just yet. Hang on.
Are you using a virtual camera?
I'm using OBS virtual camera for the moment. Apparently, one of the Brios is having an issue. That's weird.
There he goes. He changes his name.
Hi.
So I'm trying to figure out how he pronounces his name, and since he doesn't have a microphone, he can't tell us how to pronounce the name. And I don't know how to do the Doug Beck's thing to take it over in Google and have it tell me how to pronounce it. So I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. And you guys know I'm horrible with names anyway. I remember one name of all the people we met today. I do remember one name, and that name was Greg, and it was not Greg Guy. But I think I associate the fact with I remember that name because of Greg Guy being on our Zoom. Might be picking a piano up. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Also looked at a set of drums today. Don't know where I'm going to put it. But I had to laugh because Lorna's friend said, well, just turn your master bedroom into a studio. And I'm like, I've tried to do that. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder. I'd love to have that master bedroom as my studio because then I could actually have a true studio. So I see you're back on camera.
Yeah, I turned off the OBS virtual camera. Something went weird. The machine just spontaneously rebooted itself.
Did you get a noise first?
No.
Darn it.
No, it's interesting. No, it just everything went black.
Huh.
And then it had to retrain the
And that
RAM.
was my
Very
my
weird.
computer got really hot.
Were
Really
you
hot.
doing anything in
the item
DaVinci?
was a Google Me. So Google Me
He
code.
can talk. He speaks.
Yeah, but I don't know what the hell he's saying.
That's okay. None of us do. But he can speak.
I'm not sure what was going on there. Very, very strange. Yeah.
It would suck
got-
to have an iPhone that you couldn't use to talk. I mean, seriously. An iPhone 8, that is like super old.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Ice Cream Man.
Yeah. Ice cream, we all cream for ice cream.
What kind of ice cream did you enjoy and not share with everybody?
Mint chocolate.
Sounds horrible.
Made it.
Damn
No, it was leftovers from Memorial Day. It was supposedly homemade from my sister. I don't know if she made it homemade though from scratch or if she used a package of mix because they sell those packages of mix. The store.
I didn't know
that
they
you
had
can buy.
that. I remember making homemade ice cream as a kid. Boy, that was some of the best ice cream ever made. With the old crank and you dump the ice in it and salt. That was pretty cool.
Well, she's got an electric one. But these days you can buy the mixes in the store. You don't have to actually buy the mixes and add milk to it. So I don't know if she made it homemade or if she used a mix. But it was good either way. So
Yeah. Well, I'm going to have ice cream on Thursday at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I know exactly what I'm having. I know exactly where I'm going.
So what is the status of Josh's restore?
Were you not watching the stream?
How could I be watching the stream when was in there stuffing my face with ice cream?
Well, it's interesting you ask about Josh's restores, kind of indicating you might have been watching the stream. I think he's going to put it on hold for right now because we've pretty much got him thinking that if it's not affecting the operation of the machine, why fix something that's not broken?
Yeah. But the way he was talking to me, I mean, he'll been on doing it. So it was.
Well, he actually did say he would like to still do it, but he can do what he wants. It's his machine.
I'd like to find Pepper.
It's not broke, Josh. That's the problem. You think it's broke. It's not broke. Everything still works on. Okay, let me ask one last question before we get kicked out of here. What doesn't work on the machine?
Nothing.
Everything works, right?
Right.
So therefore it's not broke. Now, the minute something stops working, then it's possibly broken. So I mean, again, I can only speak for myself. I wouldn't worry about it until something don't work. By the way, that's good English. Something don't work. John always says good night. See everyone next Friday. All right, John, thank you so much for being here. Like to see you join us on Zoom one of these days. Get up to the magic number of 20. Can you guys imagine the chaos at 20 people on Zoom? But I would like to make that number. Yep.
Forgive me, for not knowing, but who is a BUV or however you say that?
Booyah.
Yes.
No idea who you are.
Someone new.
Yes, someone new on our Zoom, someone that asked for the credentials, and we did a little bit of chat. What we talked back and forth on email. I sent him the credentials, and he's here. He's welcome. He said he enjoys our channel. He subbed to the channel, so that's always a good thing. I appreciate that. Just watch 30 seconds of the video, which obviously you've been hanging around all night tonight, so that way your subscription sticks unless you go in and unsubscribe, and I'd hate to see you do that, but if you unsubscribe, the $50 check that I promised you in the email ain't going to show up.
And even I didn't get bribed like that.
Me either.
Well, you only subscribed to one person, so.
That's very true. That's very
Why is my name at the end of your time zone?
I
There's a bunch of
wonder
exclamation
why
marks.
your name is at the end of that. Why is that, Alex? You're the only one's confused about when I stream. Everybody else.
Because
Okay,
I'm according
hold on,
to you, I'm
hold
the only one that's late.
You are the only one that's late. You were the only one that used to be on time. Actually, you're the only one that used to be here an hour before the stream starts. Good night, everybody. I'm getting ready to tear into Alex, and I don't want this to go over YouTube. See you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.